When you acquire knowledge, what do you do with the knowledge? Do you know that it's possible to read, to learn, to study, and in all of the knowledge you have acquired, you do nothing with it? And so when people say that knowledge is power, somebody has been able to build it a step and said the application of knowledge is power. Because the knowledge you acquire without applying it will mean nothing. It's like going to the gym to build muscles. And after building the muscles, you are doing nothing with it. When you see people in the gym building muscles, you know, the question you ask is for what reason? Some people want to become bouncers. Some people, just want to exercise. But to some people, it's just fun. They just want to build the muscles and wear some handless clothes, so that when they just come out, ladies admire them, people just look at them and they intimidate people. And you ask yourself, what value is it adding to them? Of no value. Yet they just go to the gym, build the muscles, carry all the weight and all of that. It's fine. But you see, let's come back to what we're talking about. In the portfolio for success, number 3 is application of knowledge. So when you acquire knowledge, don't just acquire knowledge for fun. There are people that acquire knowledge. The only thing they do with that knowledge is for argument, to win arguments. So they just go sit down in the midst of people and argue and debate and argue and debate. And at the end of the day, they leave that place feeling happy, feeling fulfilled, just because they have won an argument. But listen, winning an argument doesn't put money in your account. Winning an argument doesn't add a cubit to your status. Winning an argument doesn't make your life better. Winning an argument is not enough. When you acquire knowledge, the reason you are acquiring the knowledge is you must apply it. So, if you want to go into the entertainment industry, let's pick music for instance, and you have gone studying, you studied music and all of that, you need to apply the knowledge. You need to apply it. And how do you apply the knowledge? Practicalize it. Start something. You want to go into business and then you acquire the knowledge. Can you start the business? Stop telling us this. Okay, that reminds me of a lady who said she wanted to be a fashion designer and she went studying it. After learning for a period of time, she came back and wasn't practicing it for a while. Then she said she saw some other styles she wanted to learn, and she went elsewhere and paid for 6 months to learn those styles. And after learning it, she said she wanted to go elsewhere again to go and learn. I said, why? She said because she has seen fashion. I said, excuse me, you will not stop seeing, because some of the styles you see in fashion are people's mistakes, but then it has become fashion style. Some of the kind of dresses you see sometimes are people experiments, not because they learn it. Some people just think creatively and they just feel like, can I just achieve something? And they do it. And people just seems to admire it. The truth of the matter is that even if the whole body was naked, people will still see it like fashion style. And some people will still like it. If everything covers from the head to the toe, people will still like it, is fashion style. You know what I advise her? I told her, buy your own machine, rent your shop, start sewing the ones you know. When you're already in the field, people will come for the ones you know. With time, if you want to learn the ones you don't know, it will be easy for you. Now it will be like colleague to a colleague. You just walk into the next person's shop who knows how to sew the ones you don't, and you just tell the person, since the person know you already in it, you will even pay less and you will spend less time. And so you just learn that and go, because majorly what is in fashion, like I know, is about knowing how to cut your material. You take your measurement and you know how to stitch it with your machine. So if you know how to sew, you know how to cut, you can even think creatively on the kind of styles you come up with. What was the essence of going to learn from one point to another for donkey years and you are not making money from it? You are not practicalizing it. When you acquire knowledge, you need to practice the knowledge. You need to express, you need to experiment the knowledge. You need to act on the knowledge. That is the number three thing that we have in our portfolio for success. Application of knowledge.